Oh my god, surprising news today for Batman fans and disheartening, but the Batman 2 has been delayed by 1 year to October 1st of 2027. A lot of fans are upset by this. I in particular not really surprised. I mean, it's been delayed and delayed, and I'm like, oh, what's another delay? Well, it did happen. So another delay happened for this movie. It did bring up a lot of controversy in terms of Batman, about Robert Pattinson. Is he going to be the DCU Batman? Is there still going to be the Batman Part 2? And James Gunn even confirmed it as well. He said, sure, yes, it is true. The only reason for the delay is there isn't a full script. Those of you who follow me here probably know that already. Matt is committed to making the best film he possibly can, and no one can accurately guess exactly how long a script will take to write. Once there is a finished script, there is around 2 years for pre-production, shooting, and post-production on big films, The Batman 2. But I think the bigger story, at least for me, is the DCU. The Batman Part 2 is an Elseworld story. That's Matt Reeves' universe. It has nothing to do with the DCU. As James Gunn has already said, we are moving on with Clayface and we're dropping it before the Batman Part 2, and he's not worried because it's part of the DCU and it's not part of the Matt Reeves Batman universe. Well, Andy Muschietti says the Batman Brave and the Bold movie has been delayed for a bit. He even adds that he may be making another film before it. Yeah, coincidentally, the DCU Batman has also been delayed. And insiders have said that it's been put on a back burner for now. And so now everybody's talking. Everybody's thinking almost the same thing, that Robert Pattinson is going to be the DCU Batman. Why? Well, these other two, part of the trade report got people talking as well. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the Batman 2 is expected to begin shooting in the third quarter of 2025. The film may also no longer be titled The Batman Part 2. It is an untitled Batman movie. And according to Deadline, production isn't scheduled to get started until late summer, and with a VFX heavy sequel such as this one. A VFX heavy sequel for the Batman? It wasn't like that in part 1, so people were already thinking, well, then it must have, I don't know, more fantastical elements to it. Could Matt Reeves actually be making the Batman Brave and the Bold, or some iteration of Batman, a DCU Batman instead, and they're going to merge the Matt Reeves Batman universe into the DCU. Now, James Gunn and Matt Reeves have said time and time again that that's not the case, that's not going to happen. But it does get you wondering that what is going on. Why can't we move forward with the DCU Batman if we're going to leave the Matt Reeves Batman alone? And then other insiders have come out and kind of teased or hinted that there is more to this story than just about universes mixing and creative differences. Apparently, Matt Reeves has a personal issue that he's dealing with. Some even said marital problems, perhaps, that is keeping him from finishing the script for the Batman Part 2. I think that Matt Reeves should do whatever he needs to do to take care of himself, his loved ones, or whatnot, or whatever is happening with himself. And when he's time, let him make Batman Part 2. But that also means that we should at least move forward with the DCU Batman, since it's a different universe. Granted, yes, the general audience will be confused. They will be confused on which Batman universe and why is there two Batmans and whatnot. And it will be even more confusing if Robert Pattinson is the Batman for both the Matt Reeves universe and the DCU. But hey, we live in an age when Robert Downey Jr. is coming back into Marvel as another character. Chris Evans is coming back as another character. So maybe it's not so far off, and maybe the audience will know what's going on. But to add more to this story, like it's not already convoluted already, but according to Jeff Snyder, He says that James Gunn wants Robert Pattinson as DCU's Batman. Matt Reeves is resistant to the idea, but guess what? Robert Pattinson himself, Mr. Pattinson, Rob, he wants to be the DCU Batman. Well, that's going to be problematic if true. So apparently ongoing conversations are still going on about this, on I don't know what Batman we're going to get, but I can say the DCU cannot thrive without Batman. And I do still want to see the Batman Part 2. I mean, I'm all for all the Batman stories you want. But isn't it crazy how just a few years ago we were like, there's not enough Superman content and there's so much Batman content? Well, now it's the other way around. What timeline did we drop in?